I'm Mayor Frank Cownie, and welcome to this edition of City Spotlight. This month we're celebrating Black History Month. Established in 1926 by Dr. Carter G. Woodson as Negro History Week and later expanded in 1976 to Black History Month. Our city is rich in Black history, from George Washington Carver Bridge to the Iowa Tuskegee Airmen Memorial. Even the Miss Black Iowa pageant is being held in Iowa, and we're going to talk to Lori Young, the communications coordinator for that event. And then we're going to run over to Restore Iowa, which was part of Habitat for Humanity, and talk to the executive director, Lance Henning. Stick with us, we'll be right back. Visit Des Moines, we have it all.
Reducing, reusing, and recycling your household goods is an important contribution to our impact on our environment. So I encourage each of you to pitch in the blue bin and recycle more.
Hey Ace, can Bill recycle this? That's right, only glass jars and bottles can go into the recycling bin. The other glass is just trash. I'm pitching in.
Hey Serge, can Bill still recycle this? Fill up your blue bin and help keep service costs down. I'm pitching in.
Hey Cubby Bear, I got aluminum cans, soft drinks, and beverages. Can I recycle these? Let's all recycle, especially aluminum cans. I'm pitching in.
Thanks for pitching in, guys. By recycling your household materials like plastics, paper, metals, and glass, you make our community cleaner, you increase the life of our landfill, and you generate cash. Thanks for pitching in.
The sights, the sounds, the skates, the greats, the spills, the thrills, the families, the memories. Renton Skating Plaza. Fun on the ice, magic in the air.
I was a football player and rugby player through high school. I decided not to go on and play college sports. I wanted a competitive edge. Looked in the phone book and found the sport of judo. I competed in judo for 7 years, and after doing judo, the competition had left, so I wanted a new competitive sport. So I looked in the phone book and found the sport of Muay Thai. During the day, I work in a pretty stressful banking environment. Coming to the gym after a hard day at the office is a really big relief. My name's Chris, and I geek Muay Thai.
Welcome back. I'm here with Lori Young of Miss Black Iowa USA pageant. Lori, welcome to City Spotlight.
Thank you, Mayor. It's great to be here.
How did you get involved in the Miss Black Iowa pageant?
Actually, I was working at the Principal Financial Group back in 1986, and I met a woman named Deborah Carr who worked there as well. And she is the founder of the Miss Black Iowa USA pageant, and she asked me if I would help, if I would volunteer and help her put on the pageant. And I said yes. And I started out working a lot with Le Chic Fashion Ensemble, which was a fundraising arm of the pageant. We would hold fashion shows to raise money for the pageant, and I would paint the backdrops. So I have kind of an artist background. So that's kind of how I got started.
It is, you and Deborah worked on this. Talk to me about how you worked on it to make this pageant different than others. What sets this apart from other pageants?
Well, we're very proud at the Miss Black Iowa pageant to say we're not a beauty pageant. Nothing wrong with beauty pageants, but our pageant's focus is leadership, scholarship, and service. And we're part of the National Miss Black USA pageant, and so we're very service-minded, community-minded. Our queens are very active in their communities. They're very successful in academics. We don't have, for example, a swimsuit competition in our pageant, and hence our national pageant doesn't get great television coverage because people like to see swimsuits in pageants. But we believe in health and fitness instead. And so instead of swimsuit, we have a health and fitness competition where the contestants will display their physical and agility and model fitness wear. And so that's a major difference than most, run-of-the-mill beauty pageants.
You talked a little bit about service, and give us an idea what would set somebody apart from service and how they give back to the community and what that means in your process.
In our process, when a young lady applies to compete, we first of all will review her background, her resume per se. We want to look for ladies that are already giving back to their community. So we're looking to see if they have that kind of mindset. If they compete and are crowned Miss Black Iowa, they are committing to a year-long commitment of service. They must identify a platform, either one of their own choosing, or partner with an organization, typically a nonprofit or faith-based or community organization that is close to their heart, that touches on an issue that's important to them. And we require them to do 8 to 10 hours of community service every month.
Okay, now we go into the selection process. Somebody sees this and they think, maybe I want to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So what's the selection process? What does one have to do?
One needs to first apply, complete the application form, read over the eligibility requirements to make sure they meet all of them in terms of age.
What does that look like? What are the eligibility requirements?
They're not very stringent. Of course, they must be a resident of the state of Iowa to represent Iowa, or a full-time student here. Okay. Several of our past queens may have come from other states, but they're attending an Iowa university or college. Okay. They must make sure they fall within the age range, 18 to 25 years old for the Miss. We also have a Miss Talented Teen pageant now, and there are different age requirements, as you can imagine. They have to read about the standards we set for behavior, the standards we set for, they must be in good health, they must demonstrate that they have, that they can handle the responsibilities. And so if they agree to that and they feel like they meet the eligibility requirements, then they complete the forms, submit the application fee, and then we get back with them and talk to them about competing. And then our competition, we don't always hold a pageant.
Now, what's the competition look like?
Yeah, our last pageant was in December.
So now I've entered.
Yes, you've entered.
Okay.
Yep, you've entered. You're working with your hometown, your local community to raise money because it's costly to compete. You need an evening gown, you need a wardrobe for the interview, for example, as well as an evening gown. You need to.
Would the expectation that they would, for the interview, be more of a business kind of a setting?
Yes.
So they're not coming in an evening gown for the interview.
No.
They need a suit, business kind of.
They need a suit, right. Something similar to what you would do for a job interview or what you would wear for a job interview. So they begin to raise funds to purchase those things if they need to, if they don't have the funds already. They also have to begin to get mentally prepared. They need to make sure they're up to date on current issues. And because you never know what the interview question might be, we want to make sure that they understand the social and political issues of our day and can articulate and have an opinion about that. And then also, of course, they want to get ready for talent. There's a talent portion to our competition.
And what are the expectations in terms of talent? Are they dance, music, poetry? I mean, what are they? What does that look like? Well,
it's pretty much anything you want to do. It's a 2-minute time limit. We've had people sing and we've had people dance. It's a performing talent usually. However, one lady that competed was an artist. She's a visual artist. And so that's not usually a performing talent, but she turned it into one and she actually painted a portrait while on stage. And so within the 2 minutes, and she actually painted upside down. So at the end of her 2 minutes, she turned her portrait right side up, and we could see what she had just painted in front of us. So, but it's pretty much anything you want to do that you feel
Just turn it over, you probably wonder, what is she doing?
We did, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, because you couldn't tell up until that point, you know. It was really a cool ending to her talent piece, so. Yeah, but they compete in talent, evening gown, personal interview, the fitness routine, and then finally the on-stage question and answer.
Okay.
Those are the categories.
And then where would you generally hold that finally, the on-stage, and then parents probably come and
yes.
everybody's tense and nervous.
Yeah, you've got your little fan club out there. Another element we just added in our last pageant was People's Choice. So fans of Miss Black Iowa and the contestants can go online and vote for their People's Choice. Votes cost $1, but that was a good way for us to raise funds. And then the winner of the People's Choice would got a gift certificate and some other prizes, and also 25% of that money back. Now,
what is the Miss Black Iowa USA? What does she win?
She wins mainly the opportunity to grow personally. I'll be quite frank.
There's not a scholarship or...
Right. We are a nonprofit. Some years our funding is just barely enough to hold an event, and some years it's better. So if we can provide scholarship funding in a given pageant year, we'll do that.
But it's an opportunity really for these young women to express themselves.
Exactly, to grow personally, professionally. They will also represent Iowa at the national pageant. We pay for that travel, for them to compete. Typically we will pay for the girl's evening gown when she competes nationally. She also gets to participate in a professional photo shoot. In 2007, the Miss Black USA pageant took the pageant to Africa.
Wow.
To Banjul, the Gambia. And so all of the girls from all the different states got a free, all-expense-paid trip to Africa. And
that would be an experience.
That was great. I got to go that year. It was really an exciting and life-changing experience.
Who's the reigning queen as we speak?
The reigning queen is Alexia James, and she is living in Iowa City, and she is in the graduate school. She's working on her doctorate in nursing.
Okay.
Yeah, she wants to be a nurse practitioner.
Oh, fabulous.
And she came to Iowa. She's an Arkansas native, but she came to Iowa on an academic scholarship to the University of Iowa. And she's our reigning queen. We're very proud of her. She's very health and fitness minded. The platform and the way she served a lot during her reign so far is working with the American Heart Association.
Now, when is the competition?
The competitions are usually held in early December.
Okay.
And we have to name our queen by the end of a given year. And so we did not have a competition, however, in 2011. Our last one was 2010.
Okay.
So although Miss Black Iowa, Miss Black USA is nearly 25 years old, we in Iowa haven't always sent a representative to national.
Okay, so if some of our viewers are interested and want to know more about it, give us an idea how they can either call or write or get online or whatever. How do they get more information?
It's a really easy. I think I would recommend that they first start by going to our website. Tons of information, all the forms, all the eligibility requirements, and lots of great pictures of past queens, and you can see how they've served. Our website is MissBlackIowaUSA.org. So just like it sounds, MISS, MissBlackIowaUSA.org, or they can send us an email to info@MissBlackIowaUSA.org, and we'll get right back to them and we'll guide them through the process, and it'll be great.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Lori, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today, and best of luck.
Thank you.
And let's hope we get a lot of applicants. It sounds like an exciting competition. Let's get some young women a chance to express themselves.
Yes.
All right, up next we're going to talk with Lance Henning of Restore Habitat for Humanity, and we're going to go over to their new shop and take a look. So stick with us. We'll be right back. Visit Des Moines, we have it all.
The sights, the sounds, the skates, the greats, the spills, the thrills, the families, the memories. Renton Skating Plaza. Fun on the ice, magic in the air.
Reducing, reusing, and recycling your household goods is an important contribution to our impact on our environment. So I encourage each of you to pitch in the blue bin and recycle more.
Hey Ace, can Bill recycle this? That's right, only glass jars and bottles can go into the recycling bin. The other glass is just trash. I'm pitching in.
Hey Serge, can Bill still recycle this? Fill up your blue bin and help keep service costs down. I'm pitching in.
Hey Cubby Bear, I got aluminum cans, soft drinks, and beverages. Can I recycle these? Let's all recycle, especially aluminum cans. I'm pitching in.
Thanks for pitching in, guys. By recycling your household materials like plastics, paper, metals, and glass, you make our community cleaner, you increase the life of our landfill, and you generate cash. Thanks for pitching in.
I'm here at the Habitat for Humanity Restore store at 2200 East Euclid with Lance Henning, and he's going to talk to us about anything and everything that's going on in this new store. Lance, welcome to our City Spotlight.
Well, thanks for having us.
You bet, thanks. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on and the ideas created behind this. And I was here at the opening and had a great turnout, but how's it going?
It's a great location for the Habitat Restore, and the Habitat Restore is an ultimate home improvement outlet, the way we like to think about that. And we're reusing building materials, so it's open to the public so people can make donations to the Habitat Restore on building materials. They can come shop here and find used, lightly used, and find ways to repurpose and recycle building materials.
In some cases, some of it's new too, correct?
Yeah, there's a whole mixture of different types of products here, and anything you would think about that you might use in a home improvement is here, and some of it's new and some of it's lightly used.
I remember the night that you opened this particular facility, and we were up here. You had an awful lot of people that are even in the industry. I mean, I saw people from a couple of lumber companies. I saw people from other places around town, and you've really found a way to partner with lots of people around the city in support of Habitat.
We sure appreciate the way the community has stepped up in helping Habitat, both for our housing mission and helping with the Habitat Restore. And everything that we do here in the Restore really goes to help us to invest back in creating low-income homeownership opportunities and investing back in the neighborhoods, doing homeowner-occupied repair and working to better the neighborhoods.
Talk about, just for a minute for our viewers, how the idea for the Restore started, and is this the only one in Iowa, and or is it just an Iowa thing? Is it a nationwide deal? Talk to us, let our viewers know what's up with that.
There are Habitat Restores around the country, and that it started a number of years back when I think folks were making donations to Habitat, and I know here in the Des Moines area that we had a big room full of stuff that was just kind of all there, all piled together, and we were wondering what to do with it, and the Dowling High School students stepped up and helped us to organize it and open the Habitat Restore, and we got that going, and it's been fantastic for us, where it's helping us to be able to build 6-7 houses a year.
How many other stores are there around the state?
In Iowa, there are 10 Habitat Restores across the state, and around the nation, there's more than 600 Habitat Restores. And one of the exciting things that we've been seeing, the way Des Moines has supported the Habitat Restore here, is that we're one of the top restores, and that folks are looking to us on how you do a restore. So there's a lot of different areas around the country that are asking questions how Des Moines is doing it, so that they can learn and be able to replicate what's going on here.
So we've also, you and I have talked through the years about what your focus is with Habitat, but certainly with this store. We look at all the products that are available for purchase or repurchase and around, but not only is it buying the products and buying whether it's cabinets or flooring or doors or windows, but sometimes people need to know a little bit how to install, and then they need tools. And you guys have even stepped a little further. Tell everybody about the tool lending library.
Yeah, we have something that's new for us, and it was also with NFC before, and it makes a lot of sense for it to be matched up with the Habitat Restore. And so the tool lending library is just exactly what it sounds like. For a small membership fee, which is based on a person's income, they can come and check out tools. There's more than 300 different tools to select from on there, and it's all things that folks need to be able to do improvement and maintain their home. So everything from weed eaters and lawnmowers to concrete mixers and tile saws are a part of that. And anybody can come be a part of the tool lending library, and we just hope people really utilize that resource to be able to improve their house and improve the neighborhoods.
Well, absolutely. How many years now has Habitat for Humanity been in operation in Des Moines?
We just wrapped up our 25th anniversary here this last year, and Habitat has been active in the Des Moines area, where the last few years we've been able to do a significant type of increase in the way that we impact neighborhoods. And so last year, as part of our 25th anniversary, we completed 25 homeownership opportunities, and we completed 105 Rock the Block projects, where homeowner occupied repairs and also doing neighborhood improvements, such as a playground that we did over in the King Irving Mondayman area.
Talk to us a little bit about this specific building. You were more towards the middle of the city off of 6th Avenue, I think, or was it 2nd Avenue?
2nd Avenue, yeah.
And so now we've moved out to this location, good access to the freeway, and clearly a much larger facility. And as I look around, have you made any efforts to make this a efficient, energy efficient and conservation kind of a project?
Well, this has a lot of opportunities for us. This was an existing facility. It was originally built as a lumber yard, and so we worked within the confines of an existing facility. But one of the things that, as we stand in a well-lit facility, we've got high bay energy efficient T8 fluorescents that I think are something that are really a good example of what we're trying to do, and then occupancy sensors and different aspects on there to be able to utilize the energy efficiency. And then as we build it, we utilized repurposed materials too. So in the office area, the carpet, all the furniture, all the ceiling tiles, those were all repurposed items that we were able to use as we put the facility together.
Terrific. Lance, let's take a walk around and look at what's going on here, and maybe you could give us sort of a guided tour of the products and services that are available.
We'd be glad to.
All right.
Here we're taking a look at some of the appliances that we have. A lot of these are scratch and dent, different used appliances that would be a wonderful fit for many homes on there. Or if you take a look at our electrical section on there, you'll see a lot of light fixtures that have come out instead of being thrown away to landfill, that these light fixtures might be the perfect fit for a room that you have. A lot of cabinets that we have here in the Habitat Restore, so take a look, and that selection of the cabinets is always changing, depends on the donations that we have coming in. Make sure you check out our plumbing area. So we've got a big selection of different types of bathtubs and jacuzzis right now that have all been donated. And our flooring, there's a lot of selection on the laminate flooring and good selection on the different tile. Carpet squares too, we've got kind of a mix of different carpet squares, and those would be great things to make sure you take a look at while you're at the Habitat Restore.
Lance, thanks for the tour around the Restore. Here we are in that lending library we talked about earlier. How do you do it? Can somebody just come in and check something out for a day or a week or whatever it takes, and how do you do it, and what's the cost to do it, or is there one?
The Tool Lending Library, it's a nominal membership fee, and so you come in and sign up on your membership. You have to be a homeowner to be able to be a part of the Tool Lending Library, and then once you're a member, you can come in and check tools out for 3 days at a time, and just as long as you keep bringing the tools back, then you can check out the next tools on there. And as you can see, there's quite a selection of tools to be able to use, and just about anything that you think of that you want to do on a home improvement project, we probably have a tool for it.
What's the cost to do it as a homeowner?
It will range the membership fees range from $25 to $200 on an annual membership fee, and that is based on a person's income.
Okay. Lance, thank you so much. Good luck, and we'll look forward to much more work done by Habitat for Humanity and all the great work that you guys have done.
Well, thank you for having us.
That wraps up this edition of City Spotlight. Hope that you'll stay tuned with us and watch our show again at the times and dates that are on your screen. Until next time, I'm Mayor Frank Cownie, and this is City Spotlight.